my name is Tarja and this game is Wild Unknown. I made a full playthrough of this up to this point, which is where I am totally stuck. So that's another video, but now I'm here and I'm stuck and I'm going to try to figure this out. So we have this panel here, 4 buttons, and you need to press them the right way and then something happens. I have no idea what, but I need to figure out what to do with those buttons. And what I have done is I have tried pressing them like each button once in different orders. I've tried all of the possible combinations and it's none of them, so it's something else. And figuring out that something else is a problem. So in this office here, this is Franklin Reyes and Christopher Thompson's office, we had this paper on the table, and in note 18 it says, "Forget man, the beast is key, but what kind? Either way, it starts with 2. And I think this is what starts with 2. And the beast, in the starting area, you hear those noises, an animal, and it sounds like a bear, and it actually is a bear. If you happen to look just in the right direction at the right moment, you can see a shadow of a bear. So the beast is bear. And in Amelia Davenport's office there is a picture of a dog on the wall, and the dog is called Bear. So here you have B and 2. B is the second letter of the alphabet, E is 5th, and A is the first. So this question mark is R, and that means this is 18. But 2, 5, 1, 18 doesn't really sound like a code you would punch with just 4 buttons. But there was something else here on the wall. So here's the dog. Here you look at the map of the mine, and there's R-28 question mark. So I'm wondering if the 18, if it's R28 18, but what does that mean? This R28, that is in this research log. Active compound R28, and there's a lot about what it is and so on. Then there is natural permutations of R28, such as R28-4B. But yeah, what does that mean? R28-18, R28-4B. How would you form a code from those? I really have no idea. But these are sort of the connected notes I've managed to find. The other ones, so they are about the story in this game, but nothing really that would hint at the code with the buttons. I really don't understand, and it needs to be in these notes because it's randomly punching 4 buttons. Yeah, there was in the note 18 it says, so close, pushed them all, but it went wrong. I lost them. Someone other than me is making moves. This will make my truest escape considerably more difficult. Numbers just so happen to match up. And then about the beast. But numbers just so happen to match up. Is that supposed to mean something? And the code gives meaning, and if I cannot escape, I will never truly leave. So what does that mean? Meaning. Yeah, but there is only one back door to the tower. I'm assuming that the tower is a place we would go if we figure out the right way to press the buttons. And one thing I was thinking is that maybe you need to press the buttons several times, and that would make it so you have 4 numbers, and the numbers are like, if this was 2818, you'd press the first button 2 times, the second one 8 times, and 1 time 8 times. I think I tried something like that at some point and it didn't work. And there was a mention of some carvings and the pictures here, and this picture, I think this is just a reference to the X, like here, like the X, and this just shows, so these 3 are linked, and it just refers to the unknown ending, which I showed in the end of the previous video. And this map here is just the map of the entire game area, and there isn't anything specific about this. I have checked everything and I have all the notes. I just need to figure out what the code is, and that is not just. This is one of the hardest puzzles I've come across in games, and I'm not sure what the proof in this map of the mines means, because there were just some notes and recordings down there. I have all the notes, and really the stuff down there seemed to refer to the unknown ending, so not this one. And then there was in the 421B, it was the R28 4B. So somehow the code must be based on this R28. So if one thing I was thinking, if based on the paper in the other office, B is 2, so there would be 2842. But I think I tried that one as well and it didn't work. So either 2818 or 2842. Yeah, of course we could go and try. I've tried so many combinations that I really don't remember anymore. So if it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not that. Or what was it? 2, 8, 4, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Nope. Not that either. And the latest, I was thinking, was it us thinking that maybe it's sort of, maybe the numbers signify skipping buttons. So you would take, if it's 2, 8, 1, 8, you would 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. How about 2, 2, 8, 4, 2? So the second one, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and what was it? 4, 4, 2. Nope. The problem is there are so many ways you could do that. Use those buttons even. Like the simplest one would be each button pressed once in specific order. But as it isn't that, it needs to be something like certain times, certain number of times for each button, or like I tried that skipping buttons. Of course there's one thing, what if it is like starting from this first one every time, so it would be 2 and then 8 and 4 and 2. No. How about 2, 8, 1, 8? No. I think I may be too fixated on that R28, but what else is there? Like, that's really the only thing. Like there's the bear, there's a couple of pictures of that dog. There's nothing in this picture and you can't pick it up. And these need to mean something, and since those pictures are related to the unknown ending, and the map is just to show you the area, what is there. So, and here ask FR, that's the Franklin something. So I think it was, doesn't say here who wrote this, but I think this is the Franklin guy who wrote this. And 284B and 28 question mark, and in that paper the question mark is 18, but it could be that it just refers to Note 18, this one, about pushing the buttons. It says that beast is key and starts with 2, so it helps figuring out what the question mark means. Yeah. But it's sort of circular. If the question mark is 18, referring to Note 18, and the Note 18 helps you solve the question mark, that makes no sense. So the number 18 must mean something. And that R28 keeps repeating. But yeah, I can't figure this out. I must say, those 2% who got the 2 final endings must be really clever people, sort of pros with puzzle games, because this is so hard to figure out. Yeah, I can't do this. So how about I show you what happens when you take the exit. So this is the 5th ending. Yeah. And now it's loading, and this just means it goes back to the beginning and start again. And this stupid music, you don't get it when the game starts, but at the restart. At the restart, you get the music, and it's too loud. Let's get away from it. Oh, it doesn't stop. Okay, now it stopped. I thought it would stop if I get far enough. Yeah, so you can eat the poisonous berries to finish it all. Which button? Okay, yeah, the easy way out. And then it starts again, and it's a never-ending cycle. And the thing is, I think to break this cycle, you need to figure out what the buttons do, how to press the buttons to get out. Whatever that tower is, you need to get there. And of course, the one thing I didn't show in the previous gameplay was what this place is. It was Department of Corrections, and what was it? Oh, it was DCR, Department of Corrections something. So this is a prison, and yeah, they are monitoring you here, and you can't get out, so you can take the easy way out, eat the berries, but it just starts again. or you can just accept your fate and sleep in the cabin and start again the next morning. But yeah, and I don't think this means anything. But there was the carvings. They was somewhere here. And I have no idea if they mean anything. Oh, this is... there's the note, but where was it? Up here. Yeah. So these are the carvings, and well, 2 4-legged animals. There's again numbers 2 and 4, but yeah, I have tried all the most obvious things with the buttons, and now it's something less obvious, but whatever it is, it escapes me. Okay, so I have another theory about that code, and it is about these pill bottles. Because why can we pick these up? So there's one, and I'm going to make a note for myself. There's one, and then here we have 5 of them. And we could pick them up. Not sure if we need to, but could do it just as well. So there's 1 and 5, and those letters have appeared before. Figures have appeared before. So now there are other places with those pill bottles. So
you don't have to do this. You're wrong.
So I'll need to go and check. So now we are back in René Schultz's office, and the problem is there are only 3 places to find these pill bottles. So I don't think these have anything to do with the code. So there was 1 and 5 at the cabin and 4 here. But I think I've missed something, because I don't know. $11. Oh. What's this? I didn't pick up 11. There was 1 on the bedside table, 5 on the bathroom sink, and now 4 here. That's 10. And think of it, every time I've seen them on this inventory, the number has been 11. So does that mean something? That's interesting. Maybe? Maybe I should try again and keep checking if it shows 11. Regardless of how many you pick. Yeah, it must mean something. Oh. Red wine. There's 2 bottles you can pick up. I didn't pick the other one this time. But there's only 2. 2 bottles and 11 pill bottles. Oh, and you can pick up 3 gas masks. And you can pick up extra flashlights as well. Maybe there's something about that. I suppose I should be checking the order. Like in which order you find them. Like pick up the first one. Well, it's as good a guess as any. Because the code, it could be anything, and this, well, there's no hand holding in this game, you just need to figure it out yourself. And at this point I am willing to try anything, so maybe I should check that stuff you can pick up and keep notes about what and how many, and then try based on that. So we are back at the beginning, and something interesting happened after I stopped recording that last bit. I didn't realize that I actually had 3 achievements I didn't have. And I left Dr. Schultz's office without listening to that phone call and went to the exit and got an achievement. Bliss you chose not to know. So not listening to that phone call and exiting gives you the achievement only 5.1% of the players currently have. So that was a nice surprise. But now I'm going to do everything all over again, collect everything, and see if the number of the items I can pick up has something to do with that button code. So now we're back in Amelia Davenport's office, and there is a bottle that we can't pick up. So the order of finding things was, first one was wine bottle, and there was 2 of them, maybe 3 if this counts. And then the pills, there were 11. And I think the 11 shown in the previous one was a mistake, because here I didn't pick all of them and it shows 8. So it should have shown 10, but for some reason it showed 11. But anyway, 11 pill bottles, gas masks were the next, 3 of those and 3 flashlights. So that's 2, 11, 3, 3. And what does that mean? It should mean something because there are 4 buttons and there are 4 different items you can pick up in multiples. Like you can pick up the axe and the knife, but these are the only ones where you can pick up several of the same item. And that music, why doesn't it stop? Is it this? Yeah. No, it just starts from the beginning. Annoying. So, what does this mean? 2, 11, 3, 3. Do I press the buttons that number of times? Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, that would have been much too easy. How about 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? No. Maybe it isn't this. And I thought I had something there. Oh, but let's just try once more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Yeah, and it was supposed to start with 2. Yes. Starts with 2 and the numbers match up. That was what it said in the note 18. Yeah, but what's up with that note, bear, and number 18? Because that paper, if it refers to this and this refers to that, then there's no point. It's circular, so there must be some third thing these refer to. So does it have something? Let's see. Could it have something to do with this? Because I am sort of fixated with this R28, but it's such a central theme in the story that it would be logical if it was the answer. But if it is, I can't see it. And then there's the question, why? 2, bought the red wine, pill bottles, it's 11, gas masks, flashlights. Yeah, you can see the order here. it is these numbers. How? I mean, the pill bottles, that's really, it messes it up, because 2, it could be 2, 11, 3, 3. There's the second button, and then whatever that 11 refers to, and then third 2 times. But that 11, there aren't 11 buttons. Oh. No, it's not that. I was thinking maybe 11 could be like Roman numerals, so it would be 2. So 2, 2, 3, 3. Not that either. Anything here? There's a cross on that painting. Does that mean anything? There was something in the notes. Renee's notes. Get off the cross, we need the wood. But that's probably just coincidence. Because there's nothing in this note that is of use, and can't see any useful in that picture either, and the other picture isn't visible anymore. So back in the office once again, because I got another idea. Here, gas R28 question mark, like R28 18. The question mark is 18. But although it could also be 4B, because that was here. So it's either R28 18 or R28 4B. So we know from the paper at the table that bear is 25118. So R is 18. So what if this is 18, 28, 18, or 18, 28, 42? And that could be, well, 18, 28, 42 would be 1 8 times, 2 8 times, and 4 2 times. Let's see. I'm starting to be sort of negative about this, but let's see if it works. So 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 8 times. 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 4 2 times. No. So how about if it's 18, 28, 18, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah. Wasn't that either. I thought I got it. But of course, it would probably need to be a 4-part code, giving you the number of times you need to press each button. But what are the numbers that match up. Uh, the note 18 said numbers match up. Which numbers? Yeah, so let's recap. What numbers do we have here? We have the numbers of the items we can collect, and then the numbers connected to R28, because the paper, the bear, and the number code under it, that's definitely linked to R28 because it's linked to the note 18 and yeah, I don't get it. Okay, one more try. There was travel notes. This one said, I'm glad I was pulled in as one of Renee's associates for exactly one reason: buttons. And I'll send the team back for this one later as it matches the one at my desk. I love good puzzle. So the one at my desk is the bear code. And I was starting to think, I don't know why, that maybe the numbers can be found somewhere near the buttons. Sort of, it's not in the notes, but it's in the environment. So I have one I'm gonna try. No, wasn't that one. Yeah, I guess that was too much to expect. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I was going to check. There was stuff near the buttons. This button is here, but the problem is there isn't anything that's really in common around these buttons. But there is this mug. There's one here, and there's one at the previous button. But then there were other items near the first two buttons, but it could be 3411. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 1, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. I have tried so many different things and I just can't figure it out. Yeah, so the travel notes. This mentions the buttons and connects them to the paper at the desk. And this one talks about the beast and it starts with 2. But what does the code gives mean? And which numbers match up? Yes, so it wasn't wasn't those items we collected, and it doesn't seem to be connected with the R28 after all. There was this processing chart, and I did think at some point that this 2599 and 2609, that it would somehow be about these, because these are both location 26, but I couldn't really make anything of those. There's the flagged file, this is the observation. It's just the area 26 and several times. And this is about the R28. This is 421B. That could be 4212. Okay, let's try. 2, 1, 2, but it isn't. Well, it could be 4212, but it isn't that either. Yeah, if it's a code that has numbers 1 to 4, then it can't be the order of the buttons, but if there are bigger numbers, then it has to be the number of times you press the button. So it wasn't Department of Corrections, it's Department of Criminal Reclamation, but it's basically the same thing. And I've been wandering around and trying to figure out what else I could try, and I figured out one more code, so let's try that. And it wasn't that. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be, but I had to try. It was about those items you can collect. There were some visible in one of the rooms, so I added the numbers, but it's not that. Yeah, so what is it? I've been going through the notes and recordings and everything around here. And I just can't figure it out. Like, I don't think these screens here have anything, any meaning. They are just for surveillance. And so you can see there is surveillance. Of course, there have been cameras all over the place. So it is natural to assume you're being watched. Yes, so there's nothing special about those. this isn't anything you can interact with. The only thing you can interact with is the switch here, and just turns this on, and then it turns off abruptly. It doesn't do anything. So I suspect this is the machine that doesn't work, even if it should, as one of the notes said. And I really wonder if there is something, some note I have not found. But I've been through this game so many times. I checked and I have 30 hours in this game, and like you saw in the long video I made, it was 1 hour 15 minutes, and I was collecting everything, listening to everything. So of course it was faster because I already knew where everything is, but still. The first playthroughs are probably short because you come up to one of the endings in the starting area and then you start from the beginning. But 30 hours is quite a few playthroughs, so I think I have found everything. And I still think this is the key. But how? Like it said in the note, the beast is key, but what kind? Yeah, so what kind of a beast? Or what kind of a key? We know the beast is bear, but how does that make this key to the code? I'm back here once again because I had another idea. The R28 question mark. There was that research log, this, and it's R28-4B. So if the question mark is 4B and we have a question mark in this starts with 2, so B is 2. So is the question mark 4 times B? 8. So it would be 2518, the code. And I thought it's worth checking because it doesn't take so long to get in here. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I was so sure I had it. But no. I had another idea. What was it? Let's see. It had something to do. Well, yeah, it was the 4B. So that if we need to change and B would be 4. So it was 2, now it's 4. So that would mean adding 2 to all of these other numbers. So that would give 2, 7, 3 and 20 if the question mark is 18 instead of 8. So that's one possibility. Of course, B being 4 could also be multiplying the number with 2. So what would that give us? 4, 10, 2 and 36. No, I don't think it's that. That sounds silly. Okay, but we could try the 4, 7, 3, 20. 20 sounds a bit excessive, but you never know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Nope. Yeah, I thought 20 was excessive, so it's not that. Now I'm once again out of ideas. Other more natural permutations of R28 such as R28-4B. Have there been mentions of anything else in connection with this R28? I don't think. I don't think there's been anything. Okay, I suppose I just have to admit defeat. I can't solve this. The DLC for this game isn't easy either, so this probably isn't anything too obvious, so it's not like I'm complicating things unnecessarily. I just can't see the answer. I've tried everything I can think of